What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Devin Haney versus Loma. I can't lie to you. I'm not going to call it a robbery, yeah. But Loma won the fight, in my opinion. Why? Listen. Before the fight, I said, I'm all for people showing no respect in the pre-fight. As long as, not even they necessarily win, but they show the same kind of energy. Now, I give Haney credit. It's clear to me Haney's been working on not hugging so much. Or was it the case that the southpaw element took that away? I'm not sure. I need to go back and watch the Jojo Diaz fight, which is the last time he fought a southpaw. But listen, actually as it happens, Loma was the one who engaged most of the clinches. So I give Haney, off the rip, I give Haney credit for that. That said, and I'll also give Haney credit for the way he started the fight. I think he probably won most of the first 5 or 6 rounds. His work to the body was good. But listen, he the younger fighter. Loma's old. Loma's small. And Loma was the one who showed the dog. I mean, I think it was round 9. Either way, whatever round it was, there was a point of time when Haney was in the corner saying, he looked as if he was about to cry, and he said, I can't, what do I do, Dad? Loma's throwing the straight left. And Haney, I don't know what, Bill says something, and then Haney says, yeah, but he's throwing it twice. He looked almost dejected, like he didn't have any answers. And that's how it looked, to be honest, towards the end. Round 11 was the strongest round of any fighter. And that was Loma's. And he's 35 years old. Now, I think there's a chance that Devin Haney, and by the way, people, I'm not a hating ass dude. I'm not trying to see an L here. I was one of the people saying, in fact, I had friends telling me, yeah, Loma's going to do this, Loma's going to do that. I was saying, listen, man, Haney, too big, too strong. He going to be on dude's ass. One of my good friends even predicted that it would be a stoppage for Haney. And I can see that. Bearing in mind, let's not forget, we're all talking about Loma's loss to Teofimo. We're all talking about Loma's loss, or not so loss, but close fight with, what's the guy's name? Ortiz. Haney's supposed to be the top level. And for me, is it a bad night? I don't know. It's too easy to say it's a bad night. Loma did what he's supposed to do. Now, Loma wasn't super dominant. It was close. Either way you look at it, it's close. That's why I'm not going to say it's a pure robbery. But I had it. And I don't score. People laugh at me, but I don't score boxing traditionally, round by round. I couldn't tell you who won round by round. What I can tell you is who had the best round, Loma, and who was a big underdog. That's a key thing for me. If you're a big underdog going into a fight, and it's close, you deserve to get the W. Now, some people have said, well, but YB, what about you have to take the belts from the champion? Did Loma take the belts from Haney tonight? Probably not, but I don't believe Haney is the real champion. Yes, he has the belts, but who did Haney beat? Haney beat Kambosos. That was a free fight, in my opinion. Anyone of the top 5 could have had a go on. Ryan Garcia could have beat Kambosos. Anyone from top 5 could have beat Kambosos. Apart from Teofimo. Stop it. But you know what I'm saying? Really, this is the first time we've seen Devin Haney fight a world championship level guy. Kambosos is not world championship level. And the first time we see Devin Haney step up, he looked lost, truth be known. He looked lost. And as the younger man who had all the energy before the fight, don't let me see you getting punched up in round 11. Yeah, the championship rounds, those are the rounds where you show your youth, you show your size. And if you don't, you probably lost the fight. And it's not like, fair enough, yeah, if Haney was absolutely lighting up, wiping the floor with Lomachenko, I'd get how he could have ran away with it. But it was, yeah, Haney won most of the first 5 or 6 rounds. But it wasn't like, wow, he's all over him. It was, yeah, good body shots for the most part. But it worries me, or the reason I've got it for Loma is, Haney was hitting the body all night, and the older fighter, he had more gas at the end. Bottom line. Rounds 10, 11 and 12, I think 12 was close. Fair play to Haney. After round 11, I thought, wow, Haney's about to go out like a femboy. He about to go out, honestly, bearing in mind round 9, so I'd seen round 9 when Haney looked broken. I can't get out of the way of the double left hand. Then I've seen him get washed in round 11, and I thought, this is a wrap for this guy. He going out, listen, he about to go out like Ryan Garcia. But to be fair to Haney, he didn't go out like Ryan Garcia. He did that. Round 12 was close. I'm not sure even. I couldn't even tell you who really won it. It was a close round. But it's too little too late at that point. If you're having from my point of view, if you're having a close round with a 35-year-old small man, you probably lost the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? I was expecting Haney, and that's the thing about Haney as well. And maybe Loma does this, but I've seen videos of Haney in the gym beating up lower level guys, and he's all over them, and he shows no mercy, and all of his cheerleaders are cheering him on. I don't see so much of Loma. Don't put them videos out, and that's what. If you're going to put them videos out, and show I can beat these bums up, then you best not be in there with a small dude who's 35-year-old and getting punched up in round 11 and having a close round 12. You best be in there. Do what you're doing to them bums or them lesser fighters in sparring. It's no good being not a gym fighter, but it's no good bullying people who ain't on your level, and then you're in there with an old small dude and he on your ass. You know what I mean? That's another reason why he lost for me. I don't like them kind of thing. Listen, if you're a dog, some people are just dogs. If you're a dog and you're giving it to people in sparring, and then you get in the ring and you're also a dog, I respect that. But what I don't respect is kind of like the bullying stuff. Oh, I'm going to put a video out of me getting on this guy and all my cheerleaders. Oh, and the cheerleaders be doing the most as well. They'd be saying things like, oh, that hurt. You know what I mean? When Devin lands a shot, oh, he felt that. Wait a minute. Oh, you felt Loma around 9. Dad, I can't get out of the way of the double left hand. That was sad to see. That in itself could have lost Devin Haney the fight. And again, I don't score fights round by round. I couldn't care what happens round by round. I'm looking at the other things that are going on. For me, a battle of the spirits comes into the fight of who won. If I see you in the corner and Haney looked dejected, his mouth was wide open, he looked broken, truth be known, and he really fought broken. Until round 12, I didn't see him for the last 3 or 4 rounds. I didn't see him. And he's a young guy. Now, some people can say, and it could be the case, but his weight drain, listen, what we know is he fought Kambosos twice, and weight drained was never a problem. And Haney himself said, I'm making weight, I'm using a nutritionist now, I'm making weight better than ever. So let's not say that Haney got overweight overnight. No, he looked just fine against Kambosos, who's no good. And I respect also another reason, spiritually speaking, why I believe Loma won, is kind of like Loma said before the fight. This is like me versus Rigondeaux. Now it's not exactly the same, but it looked the same, in as much as Loma was a small guy, the old guy. Rigondeaux was small, and he's old, probably 50, but anyway, he was small and old. And look what Loma did to him. Loma was all over him, made him quit. And in fact, it was, if anyone was going to quit, it didn't look like Loma were going to quit. If anyone looked like they weren't having their night, if anyone was off their game, can anyone tonight say Devin Haney took Loma off his game? I can't. For the first time, I didn't see Loma act any differently to any other fight. Tonight, I saw Devin Haney. I've never seen Devin Haney in the corner complaining about, Dad, he's landing a left hand. And then Bill said something and Devin replies, yeah, but he's throwing 2. You know what I mean? Like, he had no ideas. And it shut him down, quite frankly, it shut him down towards the end. It shut him down. He had the rhythm at the start, and then he lost the rhythm. So, it is what it is, people. I think this fight, based on what I've said, should have gone to Loma, for what it's worth. And there should be a rematch. If Devin Haney is a true champion, he should do a rematch. And I think, quite frankly now, it's clear Devin Haney struggled with southpaws. That jab was nowhere to be found, which is unfortunate, because what this shows is that potentially Devin Haney is a jab and grab fighter. That's what we saw tonight. And even his straight right hand that was working, it disappeared. And maybe that was because Loma was hitting him back with one. But clearly Devin Haney struggles with southpaws, and unfortunately, I thought Devin Haney would box the ears off of Tank, but Tank being a southpaw, if Devin can't get his jab going, he's kind of lost. Bottom line. And I can see Tank. I think Tank's obviously a more devastating puncher, but is also more pinpoint than Loma. Loma can thrash. Loma can he kind of slaps together. He don't pick his shots. I can see Tank proper hitting Devin different. I'm not saying he's going to knock him out, but yeah, I got Tank on that one, unfortunately. So really, the last hope is Shakur. The last hope for someone real at 135, because even though Tank's got the skills, he ain't got the heart to fight the best. Shakur's younger than Tank, and he's already proven he's fighting, even though Valdez isn't pound for pound, but he went in there with the champions. So it's going to be interesting to see what Devin, if Devin is a true champion, yeah, he should be pushing for the rematch now. Truth be known, he should want to write what's happened when he watches it back, because at the worst case, or the best case for Devin I had was a draw. That's the best case for Devin. I don't see him winning it. Now, I'm not going to say 115, 113. You can't say that's a robbery for Devin. It wasn't a complete robbery. But from my point of view, all things considered, listen, some people on YouTube have this thing about they always go against certain fighters. I was pushing for Dev. I was expecting Dev to show something more. But really, unless you're a heavy bag like Kambosos, it showed that potentially Devin Haney is just another on-top fighter. Yeah, he looks good when he's on top. When his game plan's working, he looked good. When things ain't going too well, where was the answers? Where was the second gear? There was no second gear. There was no answers. There was no there was no adjustments. I saw Devin Haney go in there, do 5 or 6 rounds and just fall off. There was no, he had no momentum. I do have to say, potentially, we have to give, that's another reason why I believe Loma won. We have to give Loma a lot of credit, because this isn't the only time, people. I've seen Loma in there with Teofimo. Teofimo looked great for 5 rounds, or 6 rounds. And then Loma won the last 5. Back to back to back to back. And a similar situation's happened here. People get a good start. Loma, clearly he's doing something. He's downloading something. And then he comes on strong. So, it is what it is. It's a shame, really. Expected more. And it just weren't there, people. Bottom line. Devin Haney ain't... What we found out tonight is Devin Haney ain't a dog. Unless it's against someone. He ain't... Was Devin Haney dying tonight to find a way? I can't say that. And that's what I expect from young 24-year-old fighters, truthfully. But anyway, we'll see what happens next. Team Haney need to push for the rematch. Loma old. It's not a good... I just don't think it's a good look. It's one thing. If Haney had a nick the fight against Tank, then it is what it is. But before the fight, Haney was doing the most talking. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Truth be known, he ain't do nothing. That's what I saw. I saw a guy not doing nothing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. And leck off the bell 100%.